pricing. And they said, we really want to make an offering. Kawasaki does. He says, we really want to make an offering, a demonstration that we want the naturally aspirated enthusiast to get the most enjoyment out of a non-supercharged jet ski. And I said, well, those packages will certainly do it. And they said, yeah. And I laughed. I teased them. I said, oh, you took that metallic orange and you put it on the 160 LXS. I'm like, oh, I love the orange. I love that orange, and you brought it back and you put it on that ski. And he goes, well, but again, we wanted something bright and flashy that would appeal to people. It would delineate it from the supercharged LXS. I said, okay, fair enough. And that it was a wake model and it was high visibility and it was fun and flashy. And I was like, okay, great. Sounds good. So it's a very conscientious effort, or they're very aware of the decision they made not to offer a stripped down rental unit. Because they're like, we don't want people to come in and just be, okay, we're going to buy just the rental unit. So all of that is to be understood that they are looking at a naturally aspirated, fully loaded cruiser, the guy who's not looking for top speed, but the guy who's looking for comfort and rough water comfort with fuel mileage. And that's going to be a 160, 1.5 liter, either LX or LXS. And then what was interesting was, and this kind of led on to a different conversation, because I had called later and we were chit-chatting back and forth. And I said, hey, a few people are kind of crying about the pricing. And they looked at it and they said, yeah, but what's the comparable unit that they're complaining about? Okay, Wake Pro. Okay, GTX 170. And they said, I want you to take all the features that the GTX 170 has, list them, and then take all the standard features on the 160 LX and list them. And it was 4-1. It was 4-1. It was crazy. And I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, we're including all of that because the GTX 170 does not come with a tech package. You got to buy the speakers and the dash, and then you got to have the Go or the BRP Go, and you got to, if you want the different seat, you got to opt for the different seat. And there's all this kind of stuff. Oh, you can't get the premium color. Oh, I can't get. Oh boy. And so there's all this stuff that kind of stacks up. And they're saying, listen, we want to offer a premier fully loaded cruiser. We want just the guy who wants all the fancy crap, but doesn't want the supercharger. Perfect. Okay. Do I think they should have offered a different color for the LX? Sure. A silver or a pewter or they're going with adult colors, I thought it'd be really funny if they did gold, silver, and bronze, I'm like, that'd be kind of, so, okay, hey, do gold, the 310 is the gold, and then the 160 should be silver or pewter or something like that. And then bronze can be, I don't know, the R. I don't know. You gotta figure something out. So anyways, that was really interesting because they said, listen, our concerted effort is not on the budget-minded guy, but the guy who's willing to buy a premier vehicle who doesn't want the fuel consumption. I was like, oh, okay. So they're really pushing towards that kind of marketplace. And to hammer down one last point in this topic was, this is a market segment that Kawasaki has not addressed in 20 years. Think about it. This is a buyer that they have not offered a machine to at this caliber in over 20 years. And That speaks volumes. All right.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. This clip was taken from our weekly podcast that we record here every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch the whole video, you can go to the Watercraft Journal's YouTube channel, go to playlists, and then click on live sessions. You're going to see it there. Otherwise, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow. And again, thanks again for watching our videos, and we hope to see you soon.